personal, impertinent, or slanderous remarks and from becoming boisterous while addressing the city council or while attending this meeting. Unauthorized remarks from the audiences, clapping, stomping of feet, yelling, and hitters. Similar demonstrations are also prohibited, and violations of these rules will result in the removal of city council chambers and meeting. Item 8A is our scheduled public appearances. We do have one, Mr. Michael Beaver. Please come forward, state your name and place of reference. Or your place of residency.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm Michael Beaver from Mesa. Thank you for inviting me back. I'm letting myself invite myself back. I wanted to ask to be on the agenda so that we would have permission to follow parliamentary procedure and respond or ask questions. I've met with several law enforcement leaders and council members from both Mesa and Tempe over the past several of them here. Thank you for that. And to a person, their heart is moved. And I find that incredibly important to me. So, which brings me to a quote by Mark Twain. There's a difference between governments and individuals. Governments don't care, individuals do. That's a kind of a blanket statement, but we have to be on guard for that. We believe Mark Twain. So with that in mind, for my points that I'm going to bring up is
What's up, y'all? Tempe against police violence here at Tempe City Council.
By way of example, but not by way of specifics. I want to give you the freedom to step back from the case and some freedom. In business, every crisis that resulted in a major incident involved people, processes, and leadership. When I worked for a multinational that had, for 34 years, had 1,500 employees responsible for each city. 165,000 people, things can go. We found the best way to handle an incident when they happen was to have transparency with the community at large. And
What's up? Who's in here with me? I need a big favor from y'all.
And then over communicate. And third, bear with me. Have timely action, take action, do something about it to prevent whatever was negative about that incident. We're talking about incidents, crises, so that it can't happen again. We've always looked at things from three fronts, three lenses. I suspect part of this exists today in government in the city of Tempe, and I know it does in part in the city of Mesa. One, three lenses. One, were any laws broken? And in business, that included regulations. We're governed by regulations, we don't portion of the plan. Were any of those broken? If it was a serious incident. Two, and we used law enforcement.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, the time is up. I know we're going to be meeting tomorrow,
Yes.
so we can.
Can I ask for 3 more minutes to comment on my own comment?
I can't, because this is scheduled, and we have a 3-minute time limit.
Michael,
Can I finish 1 second?
Nico's willing to give you her
Okay.
3 minutes.
Go ahead and finish. I'll give you another minute.
Thank you. So we're procedure broken. We always involve law enforcement or technical officials for sure wherever we need to. Two, were any policy and procedures were violated or insubordination issues taking place? We always involve subject matter experts that knew and wrote policy and understood policy. Three, was the outcome, this is the most important one and the one I'll talk to you about, was the outcome consistent with our values and our culture? It's an incident, it's a person in a fashion, it's not. But if you look at it and give it the acid test, was it consistent with what we want to stand in front of our God, in front of our community, in front of our stockholders? Be it private, and be representative. That's my challenge to cut it off, is to you. when you look at a case that looks like Antonio Arce, a 14-year-old that was shot in the back running away, is that what we want to be as a community of Mesa?
Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Thank you.
You can comment, but can't you?
Next speaker, under unscheduled public appearances, I have Mr. Darian Bear.
How's it going, Mayor? I'm Darian from the city of Tempe. I want to first of all say thank you for meeting with me the other day. I really do appreciate that. I'm out here to once again bring light to the Antonio Arce case. We're not as strong as we were once before in numbers this time around, but if we continue to show up, the message continues to go through your mind. I'm also here to speak on the interactions the police have with our community. As you know, you guys just held a law rewards for the students on the First Amendment rights. Your First Amendment right is freedom of speech, the freedom of press, like what I'm doing right now, and that allows you to, film the public officials, your law enforcement, and it's actually highly suggested by the Supreme Court to film the police officers. It is a violation of our First Amendment right when we are out filming and an officer goes out of his way to pull his flashlight out and shine it in a camera. I want you to take note of this as well, Sylvia, because I know you're the one that could make this change. Pretty much the way these officers react with us, there's times, that they are super cool, but when we come out with cameras, some of them seem intimidated. Some of them respect that we have the right to film. Some of them don't even acknowledge the camera, It is our right to film. These officers should not be obstructing the camera view. That's a violation of your First Amendment. They should not be using a flashlight, and because Miss Sylvia, you as well know that these flashlights are strong enough to cause eye damage and permanent eye damage. And these officers continue to use, I'm not going to say continue because they just did it their first time this past weekend, and I'm not going to give these officers names because I have some respect. But the strobe it's a fast blinking light, and they are shining it right at our cameras and right in our faces. That could cause permanent retina damage and eye damage. I want you to be able to talk to your officers on the bike squad and all the other officers in your department and let them know that we have the right to film these officers, that they should not be obstructing our camera view. We should not be being blinded by a flashlight that could cause to be blind. And just the other day, there is actually something going. Is it over? All right.
All right, the next speaker is Nico.
Well, I got what I had to say.
Please state your name and place of residence for the record.
Nico Tempe. I'm going to share from the policy demands for structural change in the institutional violence of Tempe, put together by a coalition of community members who are against police brutality. I know a copy was shared with you, so I'm going to have a few sections of that I'll repeat back to you today. So transparency. Transparency is critical for upholding democracy. Without it, we cannot be sustainable as a community. We need transparency, or else the institution loses its legitimacy in the public's eye. So again, I'm here with my community to continue to demand justice for Antonio Arce and for killer cops to be held accountable. As we continue to call out the corrupt systems that allow for a child to be shot directly in the back while fleeing, and why we should continue to be critical of a system which allows for brown and black kids to be murdered, whether killers or accountability. The last time Tempe police's violence and racial discrimination statistics were revealed to the public in 2014, Tempe was more racist than Ferguson. Despite a surface-changing leadership, the public has yet to be updated on any differences. So we demand the officer manual and contract, the statistics to be updated, officer badge numbers to be revealed after a shooting, Discipline records will be made public, and for the footage of a murder to be revealed, not be revealed to the media without prior and informed consent from families.
Next is Mr. Curtis.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna end this one up. I don't know if there's anyone else speaking on the police or anything.
And full disclosure, I volunteer one day with the.
Alright, y'all.